Yo, what to do with your boy, the Prince, man? How y'all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Like, for real, like, I just want to use this opportunity to thank you all that always tune up and, watch me, watch my videos, and always click on that subscribe button, if you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, yeah. So, the thing is, I know it's gonna take a lot for me, to rise to the top. But you see, the thing is, a lot of people have been saying that the YouTube market is like a competitive one and stuff like that. But that doesn't affect me as a person because I know my worth and I know what I can do as a person and stuff like that. So you see, as earlier been said in the earlier video, I made mention of how I have been writing and I've been doing a lot of writing, and but the thing is I have not been able to get the content out. That is like the problem. So the thing is, because of like the videography issue I said, and as been said, my team is actually working on it, and we're gonna be on it. Like, there's gonna be a new video coming on soon, and like the new raps, like yours ain't even ready for the raps, guys. Like, yours ain't even ready. Like, see, I am, the thing is like to go through this transition, whereas like you found something like unique about yourself and something that people don't really see, but you see in yourself. And I think that is all that matters. And you see, I think the only thing that should matter to you is what you say about yourself, not in anyone would say about you should matter except from what you say from about yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. So because what you say matters and what you're thinking matters. It doesn't matter what people say at all. The thing is that one thing I've learned about this whole thing, in life is, people talk, right? That's what we humans do. We humans, we just talk, and that's what people are gonna do. Your friends are gonna talk. I remember when it started off in the whole YouTube thing, studio recording and trying to rap and stuff like that. A lot of people were laughing at me. Start YouTube, a lot of people were laughing like, "What you doing, man?" Like, but I know like where I am and who I am right now. It's not about my power. I know it's all by His grace, and it's all being God. Like, I am not confused of who gave me what I have today. Like, I am not confused who gave me everything I have and where I am today. I'm not confused of who. It is God. All right, it is God. He is the one. He was the one who gave me everything, and He is still giving me everything, and He is taking me to greater heights, and I know that for sure. And I know that He is gonna do the same thing in your life if you trust Him. So without further ado, concerning the poetry and stuff like that, so I thought, why not like share one of my piece of poetry with yours, so yours can really see what I'm trying to do here and really see that I'm not actually joking with this whole poetry and spoken word thing. So like with me here, I have my poetry book. It's actually not looking nice, but yeah, but it's cool. Yeah. So, but the thing is, so what I plan to do is I'm gonna read this piece of poetry. Actually, I just want to, before I start this, I really want to say that this is actually really personal for me, and it's like, is I am the kind of person I write about life. I write about my personal experiences. I tend to relate to people, if you get what I'm saying. So whether it be friends telling me what they're going through, or like sharing their personal experience, I try to relate myself to what, try to put myself in their own shoes. I know I can feel the pain of which they are going through at that particular time, but I feel the very least I could do as a person, as a human, is try to relate. So without further ado, in this video, I'm just gonna get right into the video. So the title of this piece is "The Broken Hearted Girl." All right. So I just need you guys to give me all your attention, alright? Just try to pay attention, and believe me, the version of this being recorded in the studio is gonna come out, but I felt like this had to come out one way or the other. It didn't really matter how it came out. So it's basically about the message. I'm all the students lack consideration. The dudes treat her like a piece of meat the females hating. So she always goes to a corner and she just be in isolation. And some of her friends never even had the thought of having a conversation. You see, they would rather talk about her when she's not around. Talk about how she's an over-emotional clown. Talk about how she was left heartbroken. Talk about how her heart was shattered in shards. See, but when she closed her body, be sure not to make a sound. Crazy, eh? You see, they will always put on a fake face on and pretend like everything is okay. But he knew she wasn't. And not once has someone spoken up here and said, maybe we don't know what she's going through. Like, not yet has someone spoken up and said, like, how would you be feeling if that was you? Well, you see, that's the world we live in. A world where we don't care about other people's position. A world where we are so focused on ourselves, we rather will talk than just listen. But just hear me out, okay? You see, her dreams were the only place where she felt happy, because it was only in that time that she could feel his arms around her, and the love that had made a scar in her heart. You see, reality now feels like a long-lasting horror show, and every day feels like hell in disguise. She feels. You see, every time I looked at her, she reminded me of the feeling I had dug deep down in my heart. She reminded me of the scar that I had put on a makeup for. Now my mind is playing repeat of a narrative that is no longer there anymore. But well, let me get back to the story. You see, I could see right through her the feeling of loneliness and the feeling of emptiness. And this was the emptiest that she's been in her life. She's been feeling like she's been losing more and more time with finding her purpose and finding missing pieces of her heart that has been shot and shot. But you see, life goes on, ain't it? She goes around happy, smiling. She tries to convince herself that it's alright, but she knows that she's not. And she knows that it's true. Just like a wildfire that's about to go out, I could see the pain in her eyes. You see, a lesson learned from life is that some wounds may take longer to heal, and some might be short. But I want you to know, I just want you to know something. I just want you to know that healing is a process. Though it might hurt from time to time, and you feel nothing anymore, and it seems like everyone is leaving you. When you turn and your friends are no longer there, and you look, it seems like there is no one you can even talk to. And sometimes you might feel hopeless, frustrated, maybe even worthless. But well, these things take time. See, healing, as earlier said, is a process. See, but the thing is, I just wish, I really wish she knew how much she was worth. How much God loved her even before her birth. But I see the pain in her eyes, and I see the hurt. I just wish she knew her own worth. I really wish she knew her own worth. I wish she knew her own worth. So yeah, so this is just like one of like the poetry pieces that I've actually written down. See, sometimes like, you know, life doesn't always give you apple, guys. There's so many things you go through in life, and it seems like there's no one there even listening. And those that call themselves your friends, they not be even there to hear you out. God even knows they be running away from you, and they be the people talking behind you. And you see, that is what this world is. Okay, this is what the adult world is. The adult world is not a place where, it's a place where a smile is frowned upon, justice is denial, honesty is betrayal, and love is hate. But you see, there's one thing I always keep telling people. So no matter what you go through in life, they say if the pain doesn't make you better, it makes you better. If the pain doesn't make you bitter, it makes you better. And if the medicine doesn't taste better, it makes you better. If the medicine doesn't taste better, it makes you better. You gotta take charge of your life. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and not feel that shame anymore. You gotta look at yourself in that mirror and say, I am worth it. Because you see, there's someone up there who gave everything up for you. He died for you, and he gave everything, and he will give everything again for you. And over again, he's gonna continue to love you. And there's someone who will love you when no one else is loving you, and that is what you gotta know. And let me tell you something, if you have something to do, if you have something that you want to do in this life, don't let anybody tell you that you're too small, that you're too young, that you cannot do it. You can do it. There's nothing you cannot do. But there's one thing you must do, guys. And there's one thing that you must do. Is to trust in the Lord. It is written that in the book of Proverbs chapter 21, it says that the Lord has already determined our paths. How then can a man know the direction his own life is taken? So why don't you just trust in him and let him lead the way, since he already knows the beginning from the end and knows the end from the beginning. These are just my thoughts about life. And even the person I wrote this for is not even gonna hear it. But here again, I repent with the edge of this pen. I repent with the edge of this pen. Thank you.